Good morning, Motorcars. It is Friday the 28th of April. May is on the horizon along with Mother's Day and all the good things that go with that. No anniversaries this weekend, but we do have one birthday on the 30th, Dave Norsini in Honda Sales, so happy birthday, Dave. I've got some interesting factoids for you for this weekend. Only 18% of Americans can currently drive a vehicle with a manual transmission. In 2014, Russians purchased 500,000 American baseball bats, but only one baseball. It's not because they play baseball, it's because it's difficult to procure a gun in Russia. Selling fake extra virgin olive oil has 3 times the profit margin of selling cocaine. Maple syrup is kind of along the same lines, and honey will be the same thing soon. James Barry was the first doctor in England to successfully perform a cesarean section and eventually became Inspector General of the British Army. What no one knew until 100 years later was that Barry was a woman named Margaret Ann Bulkley, who lived as a man for 56 years until she died, and was the first woman to graduate from a British medical college. We didn't know that until 100 years later because the British Army kept it a secret. And it wasn't that she was a lesbian or trans or anything. She actually had a child. It was because that was the only way at the time that she could get through medical school and get any kind of a job as a practicing doctor. Here's another interesting one. Rice doesn't have to be grown in water-covered paddies. It's grown that way because rice can survive being submerged, but weeds can't. All American astronauts are required to learn Russian, and all Russian cosmonauts are required to learn American English. The reason for that is because we actually share the Soyuz space capsules to get back and forth between Earth and the International Space Station. Bumblebees can fly at altitudes of up to 29,525 feet, which is higher than Mount Everest. In the 1920s, when most major U.S. cities knew enough about lead not to want to use it for water pipes anymore, the Lead Industry Association began a propaganda campaign questioning the science behind proposed bans. That caused enough doubt and confusion to install more lead water pipes for another 50 years. The oil industry did the same thing during the 1960s and 70s with a campaign to actually take lead out of gasoline. They fought it like crazy, and they came up with all kinds of surveys and so on, and supposed scientific documents that cast doubt on it. But as soon as lead came out of gasoline, violence in the streets dropped a huge amount. And scientists today actually say that that was largely due to the lead that was in the atmosphere due to the gasoline. Let's see here. Our email list now has 66,544 customers and prospects. This is due in large part to a 6-month project that the BDC has been working on to add and update email addresses for all of our service customers, plus the work of our 4 lovely Conversica sisters, Emily, Megan, Stacy, and Tiffany. Our customers are remarkably tolerant when it comes to getting news from us via email, so we're trying out lots of new ways to touch them about recalls, equity, vehicles that have had collision work, and off-brand vehicles that we want to buy. If you'd like to see what our customers see and you're not already on our mailing list, call me at extension 131 and I'll make sure that you get onto the batch. We also have some new CCC hires in the BDC. We have Monique Hunter and Joy Bowie, who have both joined our service team from an Infiniti dealership. Remember, always, if you need to reach someone in the BDC, dial extension 6570 or 6571, and that'll always take you to whoever is not currently on the phone. Have a good weekend, Motorcars.
Hi,
We're new to Motorcars. I'm Joy.
I'm Monique.
And I'm looking forward to this experience. I am a single parent of a 16-year-old daughter and 2 dogs. I'm a Cleveland Heights native. I enjoy working out, skating, and that's about it.
I'm Monique. I have 2 beautiful kids. I also graduated from Cleveland Heights High many, many, many years ago. Don't try to guess. I do have 1 dog named Chico. He is my favorite child. And I, too, am glad to be working for Motorcars. Bye.
Bye.